In this video, I'm going to cover just a couple best practices you're going to want to consider when creating your pre-recorded lecture material. Now, the first best practice I want to cover is something we call chunking. Attention spans online aren't the same as they are in the classroom, and you can't expect a student to sit through a 50-minute video like they would a 50-minute in-person lecture. Instead, your video lectures should be at or below around 10 minutes in length. That's a pretty good rule of thumb. So take your 50-minute lecture and narrow it down into smaller, more specific topics, and create one video based on each of those topics. Your students will be way more likely to watch several small videos than they will one large video, and it will make them easier for them to go back and review specific topics. The next topic I want to cover is to look into your webcam occasionally when you want to address your students. Now, this is going to feel weird, especially if you're used to lecturing in a large lecture hall of 300 plus students. But just remember, that little dot at the top of your computer, that little camera, that's where your students are located now. Your lectures will seem more personal and more relatable if you address them directly every once in a while, especially at the start and end of your video. So just remember, that's where your students' eyes are going to be, and that's where you want to look when you want to address them directly. The last topic I want to cover is using images in your presentation and how to deliver an accessible lecture video. When you use images such as pictures, charts, graphs, things like that, you don't want to just use directional words such as up, down, left, right when referring to your images. You want to actually describe them. For example, you wouldn't want to say, oh, from the picture on the left here, you can see what my favorite pizza toppings are, and the picture on the right shows what my least favorite are. Students aren't going to be able to get the necessary information from that statement. Instead, you want to describe the important information in the image. So I'd want to say, these two images show that my favorite pizza toppings are pepperoni, bell pepper, and mushroom. And my least favorite pizza toppings are anchovies, pineapple, and peas. This not only helps students who might have a visual impairment, this will help all your students make sure they're understanding the necessary information you want them to get from the image. I hope you found these tips helpful, and have fun recording your lectures.